Hey everybody, welcome to due date 18, which is the first due date in our third module, the portfolio, which I know we've been talking about all semester, and now we're actually going to start working on. So congratulations for making it this far. I look forward to working with you guys over the next week and a half as we finish up our course. So this due date has 4 assignments, so I want to walk you through each one briefly to give you a sense of how to lay the groundwork for your portfolio writing and your reflective essay. So let's get to it. In homework number 1, you're going to be mapping your learning, which is basically I want you to get messy and make a mind map. So you can do this with a pen and paper and take a picture of it to post to the discussion, or use any of these online applications if you want to get fancy. And basically what I want you to think about is how you can include some of the course keywords or any of the student learning outcomes that you feel you've met or worked on or are thinking about as you transition out of this course. So I want you to begin by writing your topic, which is you, your name, in the middle and circle it. Then branch off, and then branch off from there and think about how you can connect some of the ideas of your learning. So if you want some ideas, one of the things I would do is go back to Chapter 3.4 in the Student's Guide, which is the Goals and Student Learning Outcomes section, and I would take a look at these and review what they are. So we have 4 course goals. Those are the big umbrella terms. And then we have the little things that we want you guys to be able to do at the end of the course. And those are going to be these subpoints here. So I want you to kind of look through them. They are rhetorical awareness, critical thinking and composing, conventions of the genre, and then revision and reflection. So maybe, let's say, as you're mind mapping, you realize like, hey, one thing that really stuck out to me was how well I was able to give feedback to my peers by learning this new method of giving peer review and, identifying, offering, and suggesting. Maybe that was new to you and you feel really strongly about one of the peer reviews that you did. 4C would be a perfect place for thinking about that. That would be suggest useful global and local revisions to other writers. So maybe then you could link out or think about in your mind map, maybe the next spoke on the map could be some peer review that you gave to a particular peer that you're really proud of, and you could take a snapshot of it or a screenshot and include that as an artifact in your portfolio. So I want the things on the left to kind of drive the artifacts that you select as evidence of your learning. So you can always go back to that. I think that that's really helpful. And then when you're done, take a look at the connections you've made and write a topic sentence about the connections between those topics. Okay, homework 2. Identify and assign learning artifacts. This is just going to be kind of a worksheet to help you structure the notes that you'll need to write the essay. So if you click on this link here, it'll take you to this worksheet, and it has a section for you to write down any personal goals that you had and any artifacts that you think relate well to those personal goals, as well as the 4 major course goals. So some of this might duplicate with the mind map, but that's okay. At least you'll have it in 2 places. So once you finish that, I want you to upload your document for submission and then go look through your peers' work. That's always helpful for me, is to see how other people are doing things. So that's why we're doing this as a discussion and not an assignment folder. The third thing is to analyze a sample reflection essay. I'm having you compare and contrast 2 of them. One is found in Writer's Help 2.0 and one is in my Learning in English 101 as a hyperlink. So the one in Writer's Help 2.0, I'm going to show you how to get to that. If you go to our book, this one, and you click on Academic, Professional, and Public Writing, and then down to Portfolios, you'll see a section called Student Writing, and then if you click on that, you'll be able to see the essay here. So read those 2, compare and contrast them, and talk about what you would do differently, what you would add, what you would condense, etc., etc. And then post that as a discussion topic. Then you're going to reply to 2 people and then reflect back at the end of your post. So please get these in early. And then lastly, you're going to prepare to build your Spark portfolio. And so first I want you to request access to the applications. It's usually instantaneous, but they say it can take 1 to 3 days. And then, orient yourself to the program if you haven't used it before. And then this is the place where I'm going to have you think a little bit more specifically about what you're including and where. So open your learning portfolio on G Drive, determine whether you want to organize your artifacts by goal, by module, chronologically, by assignment type. You can select a method that works for you, and you'll explain it in your reflection. So I want you to get creative. There isn't a lot of strict parameters with this, but I want you to get creative, and you have at least 5 artifacts that you can play with. So try to think about how you would want to best demonstrate that information to your audience. And then you're going to think about naming the documents really easily, and then title, move, and organize the learning portfolio, and then submit the URL to that so it has all of the artifacts in it. And include a quick reflection to me, a check-in that discusses how the portfolio assembly is coming along and what questions you have. So those are the 4 activities that we have coming up for this week. And the last thing is, if you're in 197B, there's a pick your own adventure assignment that you can do since we don't have conferences. And lastly, I wanted to give you an extra credit opportunity because I know I haven't been doing those as much as I wanted to. So I'll add 2 points if you, to this module, if you email me with one thing you're really looking forward to doing after this course is over. What's one thing you're going to do for yourself, for fun, a trip that's coming up? What are you looking forward to doing? Send me an email, kwinette@email.arizona.edu. All right, see you guys soon.